Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this guide video, I'm going to talk about Highlander Paladin. I featured this Highlander Paladin list in one of my earlier videos where I took a look at statistics of various Highlander decks, and later on I found out this is actually DMoney's deck. So DMoney is the original creator of this specific build of Highlander Paladin, and now I found time to take it out for a spin, and I had a lot of fun with this deck. This deck really reminds me of mid-range Paladin of old. It doesn't have any of that Libram stuff in it, it's just lots of good on-curve plays, couple of nice little tricks out there, and of course the Highlander synergy cards. Zephyrus the Great. Zephyrus the Great is always great, it can give you answers to all sorts of situations. And in this specific deck, the Serfinley of the Sands has also been very useful. Valkyrie, if your deck has no duplicates, discover an upgraded hero power, so you can become an odd paladin or an odd warrior. Yeah, just some interesting options available. And there's of course also Dragon Queen Alexstrasza giving you those one-cost dragons. This deck doesn't try to do any stuff with old cards, there's no Nesot or anything. Some of the earlier Highlander Paladin decks used to feature like Nesot as a win condition, but that's a little on the slow side, so this deck takes on more of this mid-range approach. You just play stuff, you have a little bit of card draw in the deck. You have Hand of Adal, you have Salhead Sprite, you have Red Scale Dragon Tamer, so there are a few things that allow you to draw more stuff, even though most of you are playing just 1 or 2 cards per turn. And even though the deck doesn't look like much, it's just that constant stream of pressure that suddenly ends up winning games. One thing I like about this deck is that it has some finishing power, because there's stuff like Avenging Wrath in the deck. Delayed damage randomly split among all enemies. I have always liked playing Avenging Wrath in Paladin. I have played that in several Paladin decks, and I'm happy to have it here as well. It can give you some surprising lethals, because Paladin usually lacks reach. Also stuff like Hammer of the Naru, summons that 6/6 Holy Elemental, and also gives you a 3/3 weapon, so that's 9 damage that can go to face if you just keep pushing. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're just looking for your early game cards. Mulligans with Highlander decks are always a little bit flexible. Serfinley of the Sands, Zephyrus the Great are of course great options. First Day of School, the best Paladin card perhaps in the game right now. Blazing Battle Mage, just this sort of early stuff. Get that on the board, start playing on curve, and go for the win. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also support the content that I create by joining as a member here on YouTube, or joining as a subscriber on Twitch where I live stream Hearthstone. And now, let's go take a look at this DMoney's Highlander Paladin in action. We'll see. Alright. A little bit of a slow start, but we'll see how it goes. I guess we'll freeze the warrior. Let's give it a try. Ah, Shield Slam. One Shield Slam coming right up. Ouch. So that frees the weapon for next turn. Don't hit into that one. So that will die if it hits into the Bone Wraith. Yeah, I guess I do. Because weapon alone doesn't kill the Bone Wraith. So then it will be the weapon and that. But here's the problem, I'm playing a Highlander deck and I'm facing a Bomb Warrior, so the next bomb that they get into my deck means that all of my Highlander synergies are disabled for the rest of this game. So that sucks. I don't think I can do it with... I mean, I lose all the value that I have from the deck. Tough. Just getting countered all the time. When I change a deck, I immediately face the counter to that deck. So it couldn't be much worse. Yeah, I just don't see a path to winning. But we'll see. The The big problem is that all the value that I have in this deck is disabled now. And that's pretty terrible. I would have needed a weapon removal piece, but I didn't manage to find any.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
I want to hit into that anyway now. Well, there were 2 weapon removal pieces in this deck, but I didn't find them. And then the bombs just happened. So what can I say? Not much. That draws the Amber Watcher now.
This will break your wall.
Oh. Intriguing. There's still Shield Slam left for the warrior, so they might be able to just kill the Tyrion. I suppose I'll still play the Tyrion here. Pick a trade there. But the 1/1 can hit away the Divine Shield, and if warrior has found the second Shield Slam. Well, those boombots were surprisingly ineffective. That went much better than I anticipated. We give this one Rush and Divine Shield. Takes out the Blastmaster. And just hit the warrior in the face. Okay. Could be worse. This could have been going worse. But it also could have been going better. There should be quite a lot of weapon buffs left for the warrior. I really need to find my weapon removal pieces. Those would be vitally important. There are 2 in the deck. I just haven't found either of them. That one's not one of them either. I have to spend 5 damage on that one. Well, that sucks, but what can you do? Warrior still has some brawls and stuff left, but let's see. They're probably going to brawl this board, right? 6 bombs in the deck. And here comes the brawl, as expected. 1 in 3 for me to lose the... Oh, I actually managed to lose the brawl. I wanted to bait the brawl, and I would have a pretty good chance to win it. But this time it failed. Sometimes happens. Abbas is probably going to cast the bomb, so that's not fun. The blessing. Get some face here. Do I want to equip a weapon? No, I don't want to equip a weapon that I'm not going to use immediately. Because there's a chance that I can top deck a Sticky Finger and steal the warrior's weapon. They probably have more weapons than this. If the big minion happens to be like an armsmith or something, that would be a problem. They probably have horde pillagers in there. Well, Zephyrus isn't that great right now. Now is it? No, it really is not. Warrior still has a brawl left. I don't have any dragons left. No. Well, there's a considerable chance that I will die. 1 in 3 to draw a bomb. If they get the weapon... If they get the weapon back, then that would mean death. If I draw a single bomb. I lose the brawl again. They get the weapon back. So if I draw a bomb, I lose. No. Why would they do that? Oh, they're scared. They're scared of dying. As well they should be.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
Because it turns out that the bomb warrior died. A very surprising result. For not conceding right away. Yeah, it did seem quite hopeless. But I mean, I just kept hitting face and see what happens. Can I get an Oh My Yoke, please? Just repentance. I want to play Murger as quickly as possible, when the priest is still very unlikely to be able to steal it. Murger is here. Priest might have enough time to wait until they can steal it eventually. Maybe.
You don't pick the ones.
Well, that's one repentance wasted. It's not like they have a Shadow Madness there. I'll take the trade and play the Battle Mage. If Priest plays like Breath of the Infinite, then my minions get more health and they don't die. We'll see, some kind of steal could still happen. We'll see. If they can isolate the Murger.
We will feed on this world.
Okay, that's weird. So they get the Wand Maker back. And one card becomes cheaper. An Inner Fire, really? Oh, that was quite nice. I suppose I will have to kill it. Now they have a couple of discounts there. Many things can happen.
We will feed on this world.
Another Nasmani, really? Oh, a main deck silence. That was a surprise. I don't have a good answer to this now.
Is it cold in the shadow?
I need to freeze it for the time being, but Priest might be able to do something here. That will keep discounting cards when spells are played. Priest doesn't have a lot of cards though. There's that Wand Maker, of course, that will give a spell. And something could be really cheap at the moment. It's possible. Overall, this Nasmani build is miserable. You should never play this. This is just the worst version of Priest. But in this very specific case, I mean, any deck with the right draw can get something done.
You don't pick the ones.
Nah, they picked up a Holy Smite, that's really good. It was exactly the card they needed. That's tough. I can spend everything to kill the Nasmani. I suppose I have to. They will draw the Alex though, so it's not all bad. Priest also doesn't have a ton of cards. There could be some sweet discounts going. It's not a Highlander list because there's 2 Nasmanis. That means 2 Setek Veilweavers though. And right now I can't answer Setek Veilweaver.
On wings of destruction they come.
So another dragon is in hand too. Alright. As we go in with the Salhead's Pride. With the Folk Merchanting over there. Face a bit with that. They do have the spell from the Cleric now. So stuff like Soul Mirror and things are possible. And I don't have a lot of resources. And there might be an Illusia in the deck, so after I play Dragon Queen there's a chance that something gets done. Okay, that's going to kill my stuff. And discount all the spells again. So many copies of Draconic Studies. That's annoying. So I could rush to kill both of these. I think I will.
Looks like I'm here just in time.
Don't want to break out yet. Has to rush in to kill the minions. So I know that card is a dragon. A dragon, a 1-cost spell, dragon, discovered spell, top deck card. So that's like Murosond or Spellkinosond. Oh, that was a good one. Very annoying. We're going all in with the big ones and see what happens, right? See if the priest has removal pieces there or not. Let's see, because the discovered spell, that's a dragon. And then there are not that many cards that can be removal. Very few potential removal cards in hand. But I mean, if the priest can't answer this, then, well, they can always heal the Turtle, that's on 29 damage on the board. Even if they can do nothing else. Well, they had a silence. Tough. And they had 2 skeletal dragons, both of them randomly discovered. Well, that's annoying. 2 randomly discovered skeletal dragons are basically keeping the priest in this game right now.
Do try to keep yourselves alive. To battle.
Okay. Let's see what happens next. My 14 one isn't very intimidating. It can be killed by killing the barrow. But I couldn't let the priest gain more random resources. 2 random skeletal dragons already. That was like random draconic studies that gives a random skeletal dragon that gives a random dragon. Like the whole chain came from just a single card, which was the Wandmaker. Wandmaker gave the random this, that gave the random that, that gave the random that. It's just crazy.
The heavens quake and my
So there is a card that handles the 14 one, right? Or there isn't? Intriguing. But I still can't just go face, because the Storm Eggs will hatch. I could push 14th face and kill both of the Storm Eggs. This will die when the barrow is killed, though.
Options, options. Life and hope of war fighting. Let's move.
Not a whole lot from that, I suppose.
Follow my lead. Another one.
I'll kill the Stormex and I'll push 14. Most of the board dies with the barrow, of course. But it's not too bad. And that one's going to wake up and give me some more stuff. So there's that. And that was a good one. But spent like that, it wasn't that awesome. Well, now they get a good dragon. Okay.
This timeline amuses me.
And I know that they are holding a dragon. Treat them as to all enemy minions. And I know there is a dragon. I know this card is a dragon. So that... I'll need my hammer. We'll see how it goes. So that card is probably Morozond. That's the assumption. Well, now it has to be another dragon that has had to be drawn in order for the Morozond to be good here. So did the priest really draw another dragon? Maybe they did. There is a Spellkin in the deck. All the random dragons have been spent. They did not draw another dragon. Then those actions really make little sense. 13, 16 damage.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Well, Twin Tyrant. It's not a board clearing with the Twin Tyrant. 1-cost Paladin spells. They're not that great. I guess I'll try the Twin Tyrant. I'll kill the Setek. Twin Tyrant will kill the Fey Wing. All of these are going face. One random spell. Two relatively recent cards. And that one is not a dragon. That's what I know about it so far. I mean, Priest could find a Soul Mirror. There's definitely a Soul Mirror in that deck. There's one more Veil Weaver left as well. And there's one random spell, which can be anything. Is the random spell an Apotheosis? Oh no, they get to steal my weapon.
The best defense is a great defense.
They steal that? Really? Really? Well, that was weird. 5, 6, 7. 10 damage. That would be the damage. Alright. But now it's up against Demon Hunter. Well, Demon Hunter might OTK me. And that's sort of a problem. Unless I have Finley. And Finley gives me the Odd Warrior armor. And then we're all good. Maybe. I'm just cranking up 4 armor per turn. Should get me out of reach of any OTKs. But I guess this will do. Turn 1 measures, turn 2 Miracle, have some weapon removal, have some freezes available to stall the game a little. It could of course also be an aggro Demon Hunter. Not sure what's going to happen if that's the case. I kind of expected Soul or OTK. Also that Mulligan kind of makes me think Soul or OTK. Aggro usually finds something, right? There's so many cards that you can find in the Mulligan for as aggro. Hope we don't get die for an eye now. We don't. That's not very useful right now either, but we'll see. So currently expecting it to be the Moargo TK one. Yeah, looks like the Moargo TK one. Will I get another secret going now? I think I might as well. Oh my yog. Well, who knows what's going to happen with that. Now anything can happen. Maybe I need to try to play that into a Skull of Gul'dan turn or something. Who knows? Oh dear, oh dear. Don't want to draw the dragon. I guess I can draw the dragon. Play goodie out there. Still not the skull turn, sadly. Would ruin a philosophy, but I don't think there's going to be a philosophy either. Well, they discovered a lackey. I can still get to skull next turn. I'm not fast enough. Now discovering a dragon is all fine. Okay. Higher best time? What can it cast? First day of school, King's Authority. I guess it has to be. Do I trade with the goodie first? Yeah, I guess I can. Trade with the goodie. High up some coin. We get another Divine Shield on the goodie. Well, that happened. Fine. Alright. They've already had the Fell Screamer. This is very, very scary. I don't have lethal damage for next turn, even if they were to play the skull here. Or into what? Definitely more go TK list. Definitely. I guess hammer will do. Alternative is try to freeze the demon hunter. I need the hammer. I need the hammer here. 15 cards in the deck, there are no discounts yet. And I keep being threatening enough that it's really hard for them to play a skull. That's an upside. Maybe I have enough pressure.
I grow impatient.
Maybe. Do they have the Eldrachi? Hi, Qui-Gon Jinn. Stream's okay. Oh no, if they have the Eldrazi. That's going to be bad. No Eldrazi. Well, that's a piece of good news. Can't play the Murgle yet. I could try to freeze them to prevent them from playing an Eldrazi. I've seen one Eye Beam, one Fell Scream Blast, so limiting the damage a little bit.
Looks like I'm here just in time.
I guess I just have to be here just in time for now. There was no Eldrazi Warblades, or it would have been played last turn, right? So it wasn't in hand. There's exact lethal here, if Demon Hunter doesn't heal or kill any of these. So they can't just easily play a Skull here.
Poor warlock.
That was not an Outcast Skull, by the way. Eight plus 8. Lethal. Just the right amount of pressure.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.